Alright everybody, welcome back to part 18 of Dragon Quest VIII. And in today's episode I start up here in Minnie's Mini Metal Castle because I realized I needed to withdraw some cash. So yeah, I took out 7k and now we're gonna go over here to the slime and we're gonna sell a few items that I noticed that will give us lots of money. Because yeah, we're gonna board an island, the holy island of Neos here today. And I'm gonna need to spend like around 9,000 gold on that island. So yeah, I need to liquefy some of my items into cash. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I did notice we had that wizard staff. And we can also sell the Templar shield here. Yeah, might as well let go of this one. It won't craft into anything better. So, yeah, pretty useless item. And yeah, once again, hold on to your fishnet stockings. We don't want to lose them. Hold on to your knickers. And you can sell the feathered cap too. You can craft the feathered cap into other items, but it's very high-end tier items, which you can get other ways. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with them. Let's see, I think we can sell something else here. Well, you know what, here. Let's get rid of 2 of our gold bracers. We have a surplus of them. And then we're also gonna sell the slime earrings, because we cannot craft them into anything. Or, well, you can use them to craft, I believe, but not into anything that I want to make anyways. So, we are done here. Now, I'm gonna meet you back at the boat, and we're gonna start sailing off on our adventure. Alright, so I'm back here at the boat. I actually got insanely lucky. Not a single damn fight. I must have the Holy Protection spell, or you know, the Holy Water spell on, and the Padfoot, because yeah, once again, not a single damn encounter. The whole darn way. So yeah, now, our first destination is gonna be to the west of the Mayala Abbey there. I just pointed out on the map where it is, and yeah, we're gonna find 2 chests there, and also a unique monster that I need for my combo with Hazel, the Fair Maiden. So yeah, we're gonna sail on off here to the south and just, hug, jeez, cut the coast, hug the coast here, that way you won't get lost. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome if we could just cut through? Just open up new lands here or something. Dude, my commentary has to be the weirdest. What the fuck? This barely even passes for commentary, you guys. Okay, just reapply your spells and on we go. Yeah, this here, do you recognize this? Where we're at? Now here we are. Over there to the east you can see the Mayala Abbey. I'll probably get a little bit closer just so that you can get a good look. Yeah, now you can clearly see it. So, we're just gonna go ahead and disembark. And you know what, I probably shouldn't have the Padfoot and the Holy Water on, because I need more experience and gold. Yeah, that's a fair point, I should not use them. I need experience for crying out loud, mainly. Oof. Okay, so I won't reapply it anymore after this. But yeah, there is the goodie bag. I really am looking forward to using this guy. I never have made this particular team that I'm about to make now. Like, if Hazel is mixed with this guy and Big Gay Ale there on the western shorelines of Argonia, or eastern shorelines of Argonia. Yeah, if you mix those 2 with Hazel, they will apparently get a special attack which boosts the tension of the entire team. And I wonder if that applies to my team too, if you're out fighting in real combat. I mean, even if that does work, I won't abuse it against bosses, but holy heck, that would be cool if that is indeed how it works. So yeah, we'll find out together. And then we're gonna make another team with Hazel, with one of the other monsters that we'll find out here now on our adventures. So yeah, I'm gonna show off 2 unique monster team abilities. Maybe not in this episode, because yeah, we're gonna need to focus on getting items, but in the next one at the very least we should be able to get to it, showing off some abilities here. But yeah, the goodie bag here, if you just look to climb in the arena, I would not recommend getting this guy. It's best to just get Potbelly, Hexzilla, and Brickman, you know, something like that. Some really basic shit, and just pummel your way all the way through the... that's the easiest way to progress, not going out of your way and getting these really rare / hard to find monsters. That's kind of weird actually in this game how they handle that. All these intricate and cool monsters that are hidden away typically sucks, and the more basic ones are the ones you're gonna wanna go with. But yeah, see, this is the iron armor I talked about before. We got an iron armor from one of the armored guy inside of the Trodain castle there, so yeah, I already have one, so that's actually pretty nice. Now you can just go ahead and sell this one for some extra gold instead. That is actually a rather nice boost, I gotta say. A rather nice boost indeed. And dude, I love it. I mean, once again, look how nice this is, the whole Holy Protection plus Padfoot skill. Like, yeah. As I said before, I really recommend it if you don't like getting random encounters, like going into the Fisticuff tree, 33 points I believe it is. The Padfoot skill is worth it. Then you're just gonna need to buy some holy water to go along, because the Padfoot skill on its own won't reduce all encounters. What we could do now is we could go and get... there are two unique monsters on the west coast there of our, or on the east coast of Argonia. I'll just point out there on the map where it is. Two monsters in that region there, and should I go and get them now? Maybe I should just get it over with. You know what? F it. Let's just go ahead and do this. Usually I don't go here already. Usually I go another route. I just keep going down the eastern continent. But you know what? I'm gonna go over here. Oh my god, here we have king squids. These guys are hella dangerous, so I'm gonna want to make my teammates follow orders. And remember what we talked about before, positions on your team. Like, if you're on position 1 and 2, you have a 35% chance of getting struck. And then it goes down to 20% for Jessica and 10% on Angelo. So, yeah. I'm gonna show you how I deal with these. First of all, we're just gonna, well, go ahead and use Tur and Yangus. And actually, no. Use the hand splitter, boy. And this lady, you know what? I'm probably just gonna try and snooze them. And then Angelo is gonna go ahead and use the wax spell here. These guys are actually really weak to the wax spell, as you'll see here, hopefully. Okay, good. So yeah, once again, if you're fighting really strong monsters such as these, you really want to take control over the computer and, you know, use some crowd control. Make sure you use wax spells, and yeah, that way you just pick them off, because these guys can take 2 actions in 1 turn, and they will probably hit for 40-50 damage. And they have like 270 HP each. So they are super tanky too. So yeah, it's quite crazy actually how strong these guys are. And the tentacular aren't even the strongest squids out on the oceans. There is actually a even stronger squid, and I believe they are yellow, and they have like twice the health and even more damage. And yeah, those guys are really nasty. We'll probably encounter some of them in this episode. But yeah. Now we can probably switch back here. Let's see. Show no mercy. No, everybody. Come on. Show no mercy. But yeah, I'm really glad I got to show that off. How to deal with these guys. Once again, use crowd control abilities such as snooze, and you should be fine. And the wax spell really helps out too. And if you don't have any of that for whatever reason, well, just summon your monster team. And if you don't have that, well, then you're just gonna have to fight them the painful way, I guess. You can actually get a really good sword. Oh, nice. You can actually get a really nice sword on this island here called the Dream Blade. It costs like 5,000 gold, something like that. If you buy that sword, then you can actually use the snooze spell, like on whoever has that in their inventory. It's actually quite a really solid blade. Like, even if you just want to give it to Yangus, just so that he has a sleep spell on hand, you know. I'll probably try and show that off, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's in my budget. But we could grind some gold, I guess, and just buy it, just to show it off. But yeah, first of all, we're gonna wanna go ahead and drop off here now. There's a unique monster here called the King of Dembira, Not So Macho is his title, I believe, something like that. And he is on this side of the world, and on this part here of the creek, I don't know what to call it, of the river. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk up here, and yeah, oh yeah, that's right, I almost walked past a chest here. Almost walked past the iron helmet. I'm not sure how good it is. It's probably an upgrade for Yangs, maybe. Cannot be equipped. Oh, right. Oh, dude, this helmet sucks. But yeah, I was thinking of another piece of gear. It's the Iron Mask, I believe it's called, that Yangs can equip. Okay, these guys are nasty. The gargoyle there can probably hit for up towards 70 damage on me. So you know what? I'm gonna call on the Whiplash Whippers. Let's see here what they can do. I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee here. Well, whilst we fight. That hits the spot. And as you can see, the green slimes, they can use... Well, I actually don't remember what kind of healing moves they can use, but if they strike me, they will probably hit for 80-90 damage right now. So yeah, I really don't want to fight them. They are quite dangerous. And you know what, I might want to switch out Hazel, because she's not the greatest for bailing me out here. Oh, he's got the Omni Heal! Oi, oi, oi. The Omni Heal spell basically heals everybody in the party to full health. Yeah, I thought they would have the multi-heal, but no. They have the Omni-Heal. And the Omni-Heal takes like 28 mana to use, so surely he doesn't have the mana to use that too much more. And you know what, here. Here, follow orders. I don't trust the computer here. So let's just go ahead, use the Flame Slash, Hell Splitter, Twin Dragon, Flame Slash. Yeah, we gotta take this seriously, and that's nice, he wasted his turn. It might not be a bad idea to use the Accelerate skill here, or spell, just so that we all get to start before him. But yeah, now I already wasted my turn here. But at least we're stacking sap on him, and yeah, I was gonna say maybe he dies now. Yeah, see, Jessica with whips is so nice to finish off strong monsters, and the experience they gave was simply not worth it. Holy hell. But yeah, I'm just gonna get the monster, and there he is. He's hiding behind the tree. You see that, you guys? He's hiding. He's too fat to hide. What the heck? Okay, that was true. But, you know, it's the truth. So... Oh my god, Nick, just shut up. Stop being so mean. Why are you so mean? Oh, so for this guy, we're just gonna use the Whiplash Whippers and knock him out. And then I'm just gonna run straight back to the boat. We could run up here onto these lands and visit some towns and buy some really nice items, but odds are I'll just get my ass kicked, so I'd rather just get the King of Dambira here and get the fuck out. And apparently he's a homosexual. Okay, there I go again with the crude jokes. You know, just know that when I make these tasteless jokes, I don't really mean anything by them. Like, just please, honestly, I don't mean anything by it. I'm just, yeah. I'm just acting, if you will. Acting, yeah. Oh. Well, not so much, so let's just get back to... yeah, let's get back to the game. Yeah, the not so much is a really nice enemy or monster to have on your team. Like, he can use the Oomph spell as you just saw, and the Oomph spell will double your damage, and that also applies inside of the arena. So, yeah, he's a really solid monster to have, one of the best in the entire game, I would say. I typically rise all the way up to rank A with him. Once you get to rank S, there are better monsters than Dambira, but he can take you all the way up there, so he's really good. Yeah, the Oomph spell, but like if you get lucky and he just puts it up on your teammates inside of the arena, like it's just game over, you have won. That's really all I have to say. And yeah, we're definitely gonna add him. And I'm gonna heal on up and fix my monster team. Alright, you guys, so there we go. Now we have Potbelly in the first spot, Dumb King in the second one, and look at his stats. He's pretty much as good as Potbelly. Not quite as strong, but he can use the Oomph spell, so that's nice. And Dumb King also has an increased chance of scoring critical hits than other monsters. Like, he likes to desperately hit, I think, like, is the deal with him too. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. But yeah, I'll just cut back once I'm at the boat. Okay, good. Not a single encounter on the way back to the boat. And how are we doing mana-wise? Decently. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and well, disembark on this little island here, or on the beach here. You know, you can clearly see it, right? There's gonna be a monster to pick up there and 2 chests as well. So yeah, we're just gonna hug the wall. And yeah, once we have done that, we're gonna head on to that island and rest up, and then we're gonna continue getting items on the eastern continents again. And let's see, what kind of fight do we have? Sea Angels. These guys are harmless. They just like to dodge your attacks, so yeah. Let's just have the computer help us out, and hope... Now I realize something. Screw it. I'm pretty sure Yangus is equipped with the axe, which ain't great. Thin Air would have been nicer. Yeah, but see, these guys, they suck. You know what, let's just... Well, I was gonna cut this out, but maybe not. We haven't seen them. They might do something interesting. Oh, Jessica's damage. But no, they kind of suck. I think they can use the actual Rattle spell. And maybe they can use the multi-heal spell too, actually. But, yeah, not very impressive monsters. That's really all I gotta say on these guys. Pretty damn tame. Oh my goodness. The Kiss of Death. There you go. Dude, the experience for that was insane. Did you see that? 474. At this point, you don't even need to grind metal slimes anymore. You might as well just kill these guys. These freaking weirdos. And let's see, I don't exactly remember where the chests are here. I'm pretty sure one is here on the eastern side of the beach. And then one is gonna be far to the west. So I'm just gonna walk on up here. Hopefully my memory serves me correctly. Let's see, what do we have? A merman, huh. I believe there is actually a type of monster on this island. Like, it's some kind of a dinosaur fish type monster that can appear here. And he can actually drop dragon scales. Which I believe this is the earliest point in the game where you can actually loot scales there. And yeah, if you have, or if you find dragon scales, you can make dragon gear out of that. Like dragon scale mails and dragon shields. And even the Dragon Tail Whip, which I spoke of way back, like in episode 6 or something. Yeah. But it's not really a good spot to farm the dragon scales right here. It's actually just a waste of time. Because, yeah, the enemies who actually drop them are far and wide in between each other as they appear. And, yeah, that's not good if you want to farm. That's gonna be quite annoying and tedious, actually, to do so here. These guys are super dangerous. Remember these guys from the Tower of Alexandria? These guys are even more dangerous. I'm actually thinking if I want to control my team here, if I should just give them the benefit of the doubt. The deal with these frogs is that, very much like before, they do like to swap, or well, you know, when you hit them, they will swap sides, right? However, these frogs also have increased chances of dodging you, so it's really dangerous to use attacks such as Thin Air, you know, on them, because you can't, well, yeah, let's see if we can demonstrate it here. You can't, like, count on physical abilities to hit all of them, so, you know, you might flip just a few of them over, and then there's gonna be, yeah, see, like this, and then some of them is gonna flip, but not everybody. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Also, I'm trying to say is, it's hard to flip them back over to their kind side with physical attacks. But holy heck, Yangus. Holy freaking balls. That hurt. Well, Angelo is now level 21. Yeah, I should totally not use the Padfoot skill. This is crazy good experience. 2 into staves and 2 into swords. Why not? He's now a high warlock. There, bounce was at 8 points, not at 6. My bad, you guys. I believe I said 6 points before. I thought I already had that, but nope. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump up on the boat, and we're gonna sail on over a little bit further to the west, because it doesn't make sense walking all the way over there, because then I'm just gonna have to walk all the way back here later, and it's just gonna suck balls, you know. So, and you know what? I'm gonna jump on top or back on my boat, and then I'm also gonna check a map here so I don't walk around and do stupid shit. So, you know what? Let's just defeat these guys, and then I'll make a quick cut once we're back at the boat. Bam! Yeah, nice. This is also a really good grinding spot, too, if you're, like, just out on the ocean for your first time. Really good experience. Another good grinding spot is the Holy Isle of Neos in the middle of the world there. Because you can fight gold golems, which they drop like 500-600 golds per kill. And the Holy Isle of Neos is that island there, right, to the east of us. But just beware, there are tap devils on that island, and not only that, the gold golems can also desperately hit you for well over 100 damage, so yeah, it's not easy, but it still is a good grinding spot. Okay, so, let's see here now, is Big Gay Al here? I forgot to check my map, I just talked over it again. You know what, since oh, there he is! See? I know what the heck I'm doing, and I think the chest is over there, but okay, you know, let's just cut this out. Ah, there we go. The mermen have been defeated. And I gotta say, I love taking, I love cutting out in between battles there, because that means I can pick up my coffee cup and have a sip there. Yeah, I keep that gosh darn spoon in there, so if I lift my cup, it's gonna get picked up on the mic there, so yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant to do so. But yeah, here we have him, Big Gay Al. Yeah, and yeah, I just like calling him that. He's actually just called LG, you know, because he's basically LG. Yeah, that's the pun there. I've never used this guy on a monster team before, but very much like Hazel, he can actually use crowd control effect moves, you know, instead of the arena to try and make people in there laugh, you know. And Hazel will, you know, flash her tits. So together they can be quite a troublesome duo there. But yeah, his stats on his own, on their own, are nothing too special. I believe he can also use the mid-heal type spell, if I don't completely misremember. And you know what? Get the heck out of here, cowboy. Yeah. Get the heck out. So yeah, Big Gay Al there, together with Hazel and the jewel bag that we just found, I believe the team was. When those three are on the same team, they get a chance to, well, boost up their tension. You know what? Since I've never seen it, let's go ahead and try and show it off right now. Yeah, why the heck not? And yeah, I know I'm gonna put the lady here in the first spot. Ladies first and all of that. And then we're gonna have Big Gay Al here. And we're gonna use Jewel Bag too, because he is the squishiest, I believe. Actually, no, Big Gay Al is the squishiest. But, doesn't really matter. I just want to see their special attack. So we're gonna pull them out here in the next fight. Oh yeah, and I was indeed right. I checked also up on the map. The chest should be, yeah, right over here. So, on the map, here's where we are at. The other chest was way over on the east side of this beach there. Ooh, and 2 puppeteer players, huh? These guys are new. But you know what? I tire of their antics already. Let's just go ahead and call in the tension boosters. The psych wards, as they are called there. Yeah, here you go. Ho 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 ho! Not bad, not bad, so... Oh yeah, dude, look at that! Wow! I can't believe I've never used this before. This is crazy good. Okay, well, they just got their tension screwed over, but that is really cool. Like, this is actually a pretty damn good boss slaying team. Like, if you can call on these guys and boost your tension by 20, like on your entire team, that is super strong. Like, once these guys are out, then, yeah, you will strike insanely hard. What the flippin' F? So you know what, I'm actually gonna be, well, oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna be using them against bosses, but no, I put up the restriction there, I can't do it. Oh my god, they can do it again! What? What? Did you see that? A super high tension state, what? Oh my goodness! Dude, this combo is busted! What the heck? Dude! I might actually have to try this off against a boss now. Oh, wow. Maybe I'll do it on the next boss just to see how strong it is. Oi, oi, oi. Dude! Oh my god, I'm sorry. Hopefully that doesn't come out too loud in your ears. I'll probably have to lower the my voice there. But that was incredible. Dude! That was such a cool... Yeah, that was so cool, actually. So freaking cool. Dude, Jessica, can you get more than one stat for crying out loud? Ugh. Okay, well, back to the boat we go. We gotta go and rest up at Neos, you know. I'm getting pooped. But that was such a solid monster team. Not so good for climbing the arena, of course, but really solid when you're out fighting. And actually, the next boss that is coming up is really easy. Oh, this is actually the guy which drops dragon scales. So yeah, maybe we can get lucky. But the next boss coming up, the next boss coming up is really easy. Like, it's basically just a boss which hits hard. He has no special abilities, nothing like that. So I might actually use that team against that guy. But I will not be using the tension boosting team or any other team against bosses from then on. I would really just like to use it on a boss and see if we can just scale out of control. Like, for the first couple of turns, lower the boss's defense, then call out on the Psych Watch and just nuke the boss. That would be hilarious, actually. Yeah, I want to try that, but then on future bosses, I promise I won't bust that team out, because, yeah, I can see how that would trivialize the entire game, actually. And yeah, we have 2 more islands down there in the southwest now, but we can do that later. First off, we gotta go to the Holy Isle of Neos, and then we're gonna comb over the eastern continent for treasure there. So, yeah, let's see. Oh, wait, that is Impiku. Yeah, that big-ass island over there, that's called Impiku, or Impiku. But, yeah, we can't actually disembark there. The edges are too high. And here we have Hades Condors. These guys, too, are weak against the whack spell. Hopefully Angelo uses it, actually. I'm not sure if... Yeah, well, the computer might use it from time to time, but... from my understanding, they typically don't. They just like to deal damage. But I'm pretty sure these Condors actually are weak to the whack/thwack spell. Okay, come on. No. And you know what? Okay, I heal Angelo up, cut some crap out, and now we're gonna go here onto the middle island, because we're gonna need to rest up. There's actually gonna be some items that we need to loot in here too, and there's gonna be a super strong unique monster which we're gonna need to add to our monster team, and you'll see why. And speaking of monster team, you know what? We're gonna use the Psych Watch here for this. This can actually be really interesting. You'll see what I mean in a second, viewers. On this island, like if you have cleared Monster Arena rank D, you will face off against Talos here on the way to the town. And like he has like 800-900 health, and he will probably hit for around 100-120 damage on us right now. But I'll try and beat him right now. I'm gonna show you a strategy I usually use when you're under-leveled. Here's the thing, like, he's really nice. He can clear you all the way up to Monster Arena rank A if you have him on your team. Past rank A, you're gonna want to switch him out, much like the Mbira, but that's about it. And I guess we'll disembark about here. And yeah, we also have one more monster we can pick up here, the Gold Golem. Or a Gold Golem, very much like Bricklayer. He's made of bricks, but he's made of golden bricks. And you know what? Maybe we should rest up before we go for the chests on this island. There are 2 chests here. So yeah, oh crap. Yeah, but I'm gonna make sure we head on off to the base first. Or to the base. We're gonna head on into Neos first. Then we're gonna take care of the loot situation here. Okay, good. Just an underpants stance. Okay, well, this should be about done. This guy here, the red tail hipster, yeah, is incredibly dangerous. He's even more dangerous than Salsa. that we fought a long time ago. But as you can see, you might feel all strong and get cocky, like over there on the East Continent. Oh, the enemies are so easy. Oh, I'm kicking everything's ass. But then you get out into the real world and... yeah, everything is just flipped on its head. Now you don't know what the fuck to do anymore. And what's worse is it's turning to night, so I need to get after the... yeah, I need to get back on the road here. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, see, there is Talos. Yeah, once again, he will only be here if you have cleared rank D in the arena. And don't worry, he don't run after you. But yeah, this is a really beautiful town. But what's not so nice about this town is it is super expensive to rest in here. Super freaking expensive. And you know what? I don't want these guys to kill me. Can we just do this? Jessica, do you have... no, she doesn't. And yeah, this is a shame. It sure would have been nice to have the follow spell now. I believe these guys are weak to it, actually. I'm just gonna try this. Hopefully it works. And I'm also gonna try... where's Dazzle? There it is. Actually, let's just Kabuff. That's way safer. Oh, damn it. But I believe these guys are weak to follow. I might be wrong on that. Or not weak, but at least not resistant to it. Maybe I should have just used the Twin Dragon Lash, actually. Yeah. One of them would have been dead. But, ouch. Yeah, see, this is why you want to use Kabuff here. Like, these guys are insanely powerful. I almost want to say, what were they thinking? But at the same time, it is exciting. And yeah, we're not gonna heal here. We're just gonna go on the offense. Take them out before they take us out. And all of that. Once again, the Twin Dragon Lash, really nice to have once you get out on the water. But yeah, I'll just heal up and then we'll continue on running here. There we go, and Angelo is down to 11 mana, so we better get on inside here. And let's see. There we go. We're up to 31 minutes. Of course, there are a lot of stuff to cut, but yeah, hopefully I can fit all of this in one episode. Like all the item grabbing, and yeah, we're gonna need to rest up here. Unfortunately, though, it's really expensive to rest here in Neos. I just can't get comfortable in these hammocks. I wish I had a normal bed to sleep on. Okay, let's see here. What do you have to say? The night sky is all very beautiful and everything, but what happens if it rains? Okay, that's funny too. Let's see. What about you? A few. Well, he seems to have no problems. And the father here. A few. Okay, so only the two soldiers here seems to have problems falling asleep. Well, we're gonna have a roof over our head. And here we have some rich guy. Or, well, he looks like one. Suggesting that I should sleep on the floor. It's an insult, honestly. I've had quite enough of the people here on this so-called holy island. There we go, a Seed of Magic, and we're gonna give it to... Actually, do we even need to give more to Yangus? I think he's quite fine on mana right now. Yeah, I'm gonna start giving some to the hero now too. Yangus seems to be fine. And yeah, look at this. Look at how pricey this is. It's probably be, yeah, 200 gold. What the F, my man. But then again, it's the Holy Isle of Neos and everything. Yeah, I slept like a child. So, oh, actually, what do you have to say? I've been over mountains, through valleys, and across seas to get here. But here I am, on the Holy Isle of Neos. That's devotion for ya. I take my hat off myself. Huh. Did I misread that or something? That sounded weird. that sounded weird. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, yeah, so I'm back here. There are quite a few important items that we mustn't miss in this town. In particular, a pair of Scholar's Specs, which will boost your wisdom by 15. I believe I talked about those way earlier on in the playthrough. I think they're actually up this ladder here. And we're also gonna find some more items in here, in particular a Seed of Skill. There I go again with the blah. Being in the middle of the sea like it is, it's hard to find any veggies on this island. It's quite impossible to keep a balanced diet, huh? Well... Pumpkin, come try giving me your paw. Okay. Woo, woo. Ah. Get off me, pup. Not really, I love dogs. I am allergic though, which sucks. It really does. I really wish I wasn't allergic to both cats and dogs. It really sicks. It really sucks. They are so cute and all. But let's see. Here we go. Scholar specs. Do not sell these. Whatever you do, we will make, or well, we're gonna make some alchemy crafting with them up ahead. But since Jessica likes to use spells so damn much, instead of her whips when the computer controls her, I'm just gonna give them to her. You know? Plus 15 wisdom ain't bad. The origins of the Holy Isle of Neos goes all the way back to the era of mythology. Huh. When this island was just another nameless rock in the sea. Okay. After the Godbird Emperor said the word, a lone monk visited here. When he saw the image of the goddess so clearly defined in the rock face, he proclaimed Neos to be a holy land. No one knows whether it looked like this from the beginning, or if the statue was shaped by the hand of master sculpture, as some say. Yeah, probably. Either way, this is sacred territory now. Wouldn't you agree, my friend? Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't believe for a second it was that well defined as it is right now. Back when it was found the first time, you know. It's a tome entitled The Origins of the Goddess Statue. The origins of the goddess statue on the Holy Isle of Neos can be traced to the days of the legendary Seven Sages. Oh. But was it really possible to carve such an elaborate statue using ancient technology? Or was its creation a miracle? Did the divine and all-powerful goddess herself transform the mountain into a statue? Alas, we'll probably never know. The smiling goddess statue remains silent on the matter to this day. Indeed. Did I... Oh yeah, that's where we got the glasses. Yeah, dummy. I think, anyways. Oh yeah, we have this woman out here, hanging clothes. Oh dear me, more bird poo on my clean washing. Dear Imperia, can't you have a word with the pigeons? They need a good telling off. Okay. That doesn't sound like something you should pray for, but... You know what, who am I to judge? Either way, we've gotten the important items in here. That little girl is still playing with the doggy. And, okay, here we have a little boy running around. Let's have a chat with him. Arr, have a care, me hearties. I be Captain Crow, pirate master of the high seas. Huh? Don't you know who Captain Crow is? He's the most famous pirate ever. When I grow up, I'm going to find all of his treasures. Yeah, sure, bud. Okay, well, next up, we're gonna go inside of the church here, and I believe that down in the basement we have a, I forget what the item is called, not a holy talisman, well, you'll see. A gold rosary, yeah, there you go. A gold rosary is what it's called. In here, maybe. Yeah, gold rosary, and we're just gonna hold on to that. We're gonna craft it away into a ring eventually. Once we get onto the West Island, anyway. High Priest Rolo and the new Abbot Marcello. Oh, he's been promoted, I see. Came to carry out an inspection today. That's why we have all been cleaning so earnestly. Then again, he did say before he was the new Abbot, so I don't know why I am surprised. Marcello, I mean. Okay, what's he so pissed about? Huh, I wonder if you whip out Angelo, maybe he will say something else. But yeah, I think we're done in here. Okay, yeah, so I'm just checking my notes here. And yeah, we have found everything in this house here now. So I'm just gonna see if there is anybody to talk to here. Anybody? Oh, here we have a guy. He's sitting on the bed. They don't just post any old Templar here on the Holy Isle of Neos. Any old Templar. Oh, that was a funny way of phrasing it. So mind who you're talking to. I'm not here for the amusement of pilgrims. Boy. Okay. Gotcha. Out we go then. Let's not disturb the man, the young man there, the young strapping lad. And yeah, we could go up there, but there's nothing we can do. We may not even enter the residence. There might actually be a cutscene if I try and walk up here. Maybe we should try it, actually. Maybe we should try. Doesn't seem like we'll get one, but... Oh, wait, maybe.
What are you doing here? This place is off limits to anyone not of the faith.
Oh, snip!
High Priest Rollo, Abbot Marcello.
Look at this smug fuck. He's got a gold rosary. He's cut out a gold rosary in his hair. What a slimy dude.
This is the Holy Isle of Neos, the coronation place of the Lord High Priest. You may be captain of the Templars, but a man of such humble origins as yourself has no place here. Understood, Marcello. Your continued office as guard is in itself a privilege beyond your station. No doubt you're aware that it was only because I requested it of the Lord High Priest that you hold such a rank. As his likely successor, he grants me the occasional special favor.
Yes, I am aware of that, High Priest Rollo.
And you could never have attained such an esteemed position as abbot at your age without my recommendation. You do well to remember that.
Please allow me to deliver a token of my gratitude and devotion to your residence later, High Priest. Only the other day, a traveling merchant donated a truly magnificent jewel to us at the Abbey.
You always did have a soft spot for material wealth, didn't you? But listen to me, Marcello. The Lord High Priest is a scrupulous man of utmost integrity. He won't be won over with such earthly trinkets. But I'll forgive your error this once, my child. Bring the jewel to me, and we shall say no more about it. Let that be the end of this matter, then. Come now, let's return.
Well, well. This is a rare encounter. Surely someone of so little faith as you wouldn't trouble himself to make the pilgrimage. Come to ask for the Holy One's help? Or perhaps it's just sightseeing, What a carefree existence you enjoy. But... Suit yourself. I'm a busy man. I don't have time to concern myself with you. If you'll excuse me, everyone. Enjoy your little holiday by all means. But I trust you won't forget the other matter of bringing Dulmagus to justice.
Well, it seems like Marcello has fallen in with a bad crowd here. Hopefully he doesn't get corrupted, or too corrupted, or, well, maybe he already has been corrupted. Either way, here we have an old lady. Well, isn't that nice? It's lovely to see young ones amongst the pilgrims. Yeah, thank you, I guess, or something. Yeah, here we have a full plate armor. I wouldn't buy this or this, it's a waste of money. At most, I would, well, suggest that you buy the steel shield. I believe you'll find an iron mask for free later on, so I might be wrong though, but all I'm gonna buy for now is a steel shield because, well, let's back up a little bit. It reduces damage from fire and ice-based attack by 7 points. So yeah, even though it is expensive, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of these. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Tur. And, well, he's gonna have to reorganize our inventory. That sucks. Now we're gonna have to fix that. Now my lucky cheese was put away into the... well, bag there. Oh no, oh no, wait, oh no, I still have my lucky cheese. Heck yeah. I thought my lucky cheese was about to be mixed up with this regular cheese. You know what? Toss this cheese away. We can't let that happen. We seriously can't have that happen. Oh my goodness, I'm so damn silly. My lucky cheese. We can't have it go away or, you know, get mixed up. That would not do. But you see, this is so annoying. Why does the game do this? Seriously? You guys? Don't do this to me. There you go. And yeah, we're gonna face off against the Stone Talus here in a bit, so I'm gonna want to have more defense on me. Or as much as I can, anyway. So yeah, the reason I'm only buying one steel shield, in case I didn't say so, is we'll find another one on the... well, on the western continent. It's gonna be... Or there's gonna be a steel shield out in a chest, which you can loot for free. So, yeah. Next up, though, we're gonna go over here, because here we have a very important buy. The Holy Silver Rapier. Look at the damage upgrade for Angelo. Yeah, it's a really good blade. And this also just so happens to be the blade... Oh my goodness, you know what? Put this in the bag. Yes, put it in the bag. But it just so happens to be that this is the sword that you can upgrade into a Fallen Angel Rapier with a Devil's Tail and a Wing of Bat. And once you have done that, you can use the Fallen Angel Rapier and craft it into a Mercury Rapier. So yeah, this sword we can upgrade twice. And once it's in its final stage, well, that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's really all I'm gonna say about it. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the Dream Blade for the hero too. We're gonna not use it. Well, but here's the thing. We're gonna be able to use it for a long time ahead. It is a really good piece of weaponry. And even when he's done using it, somebody else can use it just for the snooze effect, you know. So yeah, honestly, down the line it might be a good weapon to put into Angelo's bag, just so that he can also have access to snooze. So yeah, how far off are we? I think we're about there now. And yeah, that's right, we have a free 900 here too, nice. Okay, so you know, this is actually pretty nice. Now I don't have to worry, like, if I die, then I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Now we're gonna have spent it all here. And yeah, as you saw there, the shopkeep, well, let's just redo this. A medical sword that can occasionally put enemies to sleep. So yeah, even when you hit enemies, there is a chance to put them to sleep. But here, have a go at using this one as an item in battle. They can be quite effective. So yeah, see, even the game tips you off there. So yeah, a really nice sword here for the hero. It's slightly stronger than the steel sword, as you saw there. Let's see. 115 attack. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, yeah, so I checked it out. The Dream Blade here has +8 damage, or +8 attack from the steel sword we just had there. So, yeah, a pretty nice sword all around. Probably not worth the 4,000 gold something, or 4,500 gold. But, yeah, for the snooze effect, it is really nice that we're gonna have access to as well. So, now, when we're out fighting against those pesky... squids out on the seas, I can just use 2 to cast snooze. I don't need to take control of the computer in order to access Jessica's snooze spell, so that is actually pretty damn nice if I do say so myself. So yeah, now we don't need to rely on her. And here, let's just check out the Hindu man's shop here. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice, dude, this guy sells gold rosaries. I'm probably not gonna buy any right now, but with the gold rosaries, you can make holy talismans. Like a gold rosary. Let's see if I remember the recipe. A gold rosary, a flask of holy water, and a tough guy tattoo. If you mix all those 3, you will get a holy talisman, which will resist against whack type spells and effects. You know, instant death spells. So yeah, but when I'm gonna be, well. Yeah, you know what? I'm getting too ahead of myself here again. Basically, I'm gonna need to make at least 1 holy talisman in the future to upgrade a sword for the hero, which is a really good recipe actually. But yeah, more on that later. Once again, I have a tendency to get ahead of myself and just get too excited, and I explain things that are not gonna be relevant for a couple of hours up ahead here. Seriously, my man. Seriously. And let's see, the Seed of Skill. I kind of want to just give it to Tude if I'm gonna be honest. So that's what I'm gonna do. Tude is really skill point dependent, like, to get going here. So that's what I'm gonna do. We do, well, 3 swords to encourage. That should be enough. And, oh crap, I missed a pot! Okay, I'll just cut that back. I missed that freaking pat. I missed a pat, you guys. And it was empty. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna head on out of here now. We're done. And we're up to 49 minutes without cuts, of course. But, yeah, this is gonna be like an hour and 45 minutes long episode if I want to fit everything into a single episode. Which is probably what I'm gonna do. So, yeah, strap yourselves in, you mother effers. This is gonna be a long one. And I forgot to save. But if we die now, we should still revive inside of the inn there. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fight the Talos here now. And holy crap, you know what? Let us use... no. Let us use the Dream Blade here. Dude! Show no mercy, you guys. You guys. And we gotta seriously put the Dream Blade further to the left in our inventory so that we can more easily access it. But yeah, see, this is what it does. Well, come on. Come on. Oh my god. Don't tell me these guys are gonna kill me. They totally might. But yeah, see. Oh, okay, at least we got one put to sleep. But yeah, it's a really nice blade. I really like the Dream Blade just for that effect alone. Really, really nice blade. But yeah, it's especially efficient if, example, if you have an agility ring on the hero, so you know you gotta just pump him up in agility so that he has a high chance of going first. It's also a really good blade once again to have on somebody like Angelo up ahead. He's also gonna get some agility boosting items. Oh, nice, a Wing of Bat. That is really nice. I only had one of those. Finally, we get some more. But here, okay, you know what? Don't waste your mana. Use your herbs. And there you go. And we're gonna actually want to be at full here. The Talos is gonna kick our asses here. And let's see. Okay, do this just like that. And now, where is he at? Right there. Okay, we should be good to go. Now this, my friends, is gonna be a really tough fight. And this goes without saying, but do please take control of your teammates. This guy is gonna kick your ass unless you do some really... Well, you gotta strategize a little bit. Once again, in this fight, it is really important to remember that positions matters. So Tude and Yangus in the first and second spot, for sure. They have a 70% chance of getting hit by this guy. And this guy have no AoE attacks, so he's very likely to hit the two guys in the front line. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna press defend here. And I should totally have given Yang some type of defense accessory, but it should be fine. Just use defend. Jessica, she's gonna go ahead and use the Accelerate spell once. And then we're gonna use Kabuff here. And hopefully he doesn't strike Jessica, because I believe she gets one shot without some Kabuff stacks on her. So basically we're just gonna hope that the boys here can tank for a while. And then, well, you'll see. We're just gonna keep on defending here. Defend, and we're gonna have to get a little bit lucky. I could have played safe and defend here, but no, I won't do that. I'm gonna use Sap. And now we should start out before him, so yeah, we should get off another Kabuff spell for free here. But yeah, this guy has insane amounts of physical defense, like the Stone Talos here, I mean. So we're gonna need to have... We're gonna need to have at least 2 stacks on him. Holy crap, dude, he kicked my ass. Oh, this isn't good. You know what? Now we are in problem here. We are in problem, you guys. We gotta weaken his ass. Pronto. Get a sap off. And then we're gonna call on our monster team. Let's see here. Sap. Okay, thank God we hit. Now we're just gonna have to rely on our monster teams, or on our monster team, to come out and deal some damage and take some aggro here. We could use our resurrection item on Angelo, but I won't do so yet. Let's just call on the Whiplash Whippers. And the Whiplash Whippers will always come out before. You know, there are no agility rolls. They just come out. So, yeah, I'm just gonna rely on these guys to tension me up here now. So, once my real team comes out, I'm just gonna unload on this bastard. Normally, I don't have the luxury of having these guys, so... yeah, at that rate, or, you know, when I don't have the Psych Watch here, what I would do is basically just hope that... Oh my goodness. I would just hope that Angelo doesn't get hit. And, you know, you just sap down the boss, sit there and defend, and then unload on him, you know, when the time comes. And if you just have a regular monster team with you, then you can just, you know, sap him down 2 stages, and then call in some heavy hitter monster arena team like, you know, the Bricklayer, Potbelly, and not so much, you know, something like that. And they then will come in here and deal like 300-400 of damage to him before your regular team is back, and then you should be able to take him out. But yeah, let's see here now. Maybe we can get some good damage in. Ooh! What the heck, dude? That was crazy good, actually. You know what? These guys might actually be able to take him out here. Oh, no. You guys gotta hit him. Oh, my God. Well, at the very least, we have super high tension here now. And not only that... well... Yeah. We are also, you know... We are also buffed up with agility, so we should be able to go first here, is what I am trying to say, but I'm failing hilariously. Remove the Iron Axe, boy, and we're just gonna go ahead and use the Multi-Fist, just to show it off, and a Twin Dragon Lash, and hopefully we can kill him here now. We should be able to. This should be it. Oh my God. Oh, he's still alive? What the F? Okay, there you go, thank you. I took him out. That was not easy. Holy balls, dude. And he should totally be worth a gold coin. Like, seriously, you guys? But yeah, look at his stats. Once again, he can take you all the way up to Arena Rank A and through Arena Rank A too. But yeah, after that, he's gonna start falling off. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get rid of Brickman, because I don't have any particular arena team I wanna show off with him. There is an arena team for Brickman later on in the game, but... And yeah, I might show that off then, but not right now. So I'm gonna go back inside the town, and I'm gonna have to rest up, and then there are gonna be some more chests that we gotta loot, one in particular, which is over there. So yeah, and there's also gonna be the gold Brickman guy. He's over there somewhere, we can't see him just now, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, resurrect my teammates, and rest up at the inn again, so yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm back out here again. My team is fully healed, and everything is hunky-dory. Yeah. Yep, everything should be hunky-dory. And... yeah... I'm thinking I might want to put the freaking Scholar specs on this guy. I don't know. The Mighty Armlet there is not getting put to great use when Miss Jeska here doesn't want to... well... use it, basically. And here we go. Brickman, he's actually fleeing from us. Okay, well, you know, I'm just gonna call on the Psych Ward, which I'm taking a shine to, and hopefully they can crush this guy here. But yeah, the Mighty Armlet, there, typically when I control Jessica, you know, I actually use her physical abilities, like, I like to use the Twin Dragon Lash pretty much every damn single turn whenever I'm out fighting, but yeah, the computer, for whatever reason, they just don't wanna. And I'm too lazy to input all her actions. So, yeah, we have a real problem on our hands here. So, it might have been better to just level her up as a staff user here. Huh. But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep on using whips. It's too late to switch now. Oh yeah, and I never talked about this, but whenever you're at a super or at a high state of tension, like at 100, if you will, I believe you take like 25 or 30% less damage each turn too. So yeah, or maybe even 50%, but yeah, because yeah, you saw there, I barely took any damage. And yeah, we're getting up on that 1 hour mark, and I'm just, yeah, all over the place once again in my commentary. I need to take a break here. And, you know, just make a cut in the video and we'll come back and keep playing here on the same episode. But, yeah, I really do need a break. Yeah, I'm just gonna kick this guy away. I don't want him. Once again, we might come back for him way later and show off the special team with him and Bricklayer. And we're also gonna need the third golem, and I believe he's called the Stone Mason, something like that. And once we have him, they will get the special Mason... the Stone Mason attack, which is a really powerful ability, even inside of the arena there. And, oh my goodness, can I even get down from here? Okay, I can, good. Oh my god, I was about to make a cut there and walk back. Oh my goodness. This is nice. But see, now I wish I had a better monster team. Yeah, I sure do. But you know what, here, let's give them a chance. Call on the Whiplash Whippers. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna get the 2 chests on this island, and then we're gonna make a break here, because yeah, I don't want my recording to crash either, you know. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh my god. The only annoying thing about this ability is you have to sit and read all this text here. Yeah, third world problems once again. And, oh crap, they're getting shocked. Yeah, that's not great. You know what, maybe I'll just retract them and just unleash the tension that they boosted up my team with. That might be the way to do this, honestly. Because, yeah, they are losing their tension here anyway, since they're getting shocked. So yeah, let's just pull them back. Yeah, even if it's just for that, like, they boost your damage with 200% just by taking them out for 1 turn, so that is really nice. I am taking a shine to this monster team here. This should hurt. I should have used the power throw, but they might be dead just from this. Oh my goodness. Jags with the thin air has some serious synergy with this particular team. Holy crap, dude. Oh my god, 1500 gold, dude. That is... that is tasty. Holy balls. And yeah, there is nothing up there. It looks like it, but yeah, no. There ain't. And there should be... yeah, well, we already saw it, but in this chest here, there should be a bottle of magic water. So we finally get another file here. If you ever want more, remember, you can just go back to the Pickham Casino and gamble some for 100 tokens each. That's actually not so bad. It's actually quite simple to get. And you know what? I forgot to pot in more Moonwort bulbs. But yeah, see, Moon's Mercies. These guys are really nice. In particular for the upcoming Dual Magus fight. So yeah, and even if you just want to sell these, like, they cost like 60 gold to make, but I believe they are worth like 200-300 if you sell them, something incredible like that. I might be completely wrong on that though. It's just, you know, I'm just going on feeling here, but well, once again, I might be completely wrong. The Moon's Mercies, yeah, see, 110 HP to single ally and increase the effect of paralysis, like, seriously nice. So yeah, we're gonna start filling up her inventory with these. Oh. And these, hopefully I can edit out all of this coughing here. Like, I think I'm coming down with a sickness. Yeah, I have some... yeah, I have bad vibes in my body. Hopefully that won't interfere with my recording too much here. I would hate to get a fever. The red-tailed hipsters have been defeated, and Jessica is now level 21. That is really nice. And once again, only 1 strength, yeah, see, what I tell you. She keeps, or well, she gets a lot of strength early game, but then it just dissipates. Which is sad. Another Wing of Bat, you know what? I've gotten 2 of those now on this island, so this has definitely been a very fruitful adventure here. A very fruitful one indeed, and we had some serious screen tearing there. Jesus. I'm actually not sure how to fix that, and I probably never even will, but yeah. We're just gonna have to endure it. And there we go, Toot is now level 23. 16 HP, 4 MP, holy crap, and 4 strength, yeah. So yeah, this here is just another reason why I'm giving so many damn... why I give so many damn strength seeds to Jessica, because the hero just... You know, you could give him strength seeds too, and he would be even better with boomerangs, but... Yeah, I mean, he gets enough strength, I think, as is. And yeah, here, another agility ring. We already have enough, I think. Yeah. We could give it to the hero, but... Oh my god, the hero doesn't have the mighty armlet on! What the heck, my man? But yeah, the hero already has the Mercury's bandana, so... But... I still will do this. We're gonna go ahead and do one like this here, but we're not gonna equip it. But it might be nice to have that on him, in case we face, well, some of those pesky squids out on the waters. And you know what, this ain't gonna look as pretty, but yeah, just so that it's easier to swap items around, I'm gonna go ahead and put that item there instead. By the way, do we need to heal up? We kinda do. And we're also running low on mana, but at the very least now we have a bottle of magic water, so I'm probably gonna have to use that in the next episode. Or, well, no, not in the next episode. In the continuation of this episode, because yeah, I'm gonna need to climb up on the boat, and then we're gonna... Well, I'm gonna need to take a break. I'm gonna have some... Yeah, I'm gonna need to brew some more coffee, and I'm gonna need to step away from the computer for at least half an hour. And holy crap, this is gonna be a lot of gold. Yeah, step away from the computer for like half an hour, and then I'll come back refreshed. I'll probably go out and get some air, or just, yeah, once again, step away from the computer, and I'll be fresh again. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to continue this episode, actually. Holy crap, don't kill me, you guys. Yeah, these guys, they give a lot of gold, but as you can see, they hurt. Oh my god. Oh my god, this was not in the script. This was not in the script. That is also a reference, but I'm not sure if you guys will get that one. Oh my god, look at the goal again. Holy crap. I'm too lazy to run back. You know what? Oh my god, please return to life. Thank you. So yeah, next time, or stop saying next time, it's in this episode. In a bit, we're gonna be back on the boat, and yeah, I'll just start off the episode once I'm there. Or, well, should we walk there? Okay, you know what, I'll cut to when I'm back at the boat. Okay, we're back on the boat. Please get on here. We need to make a cut before our recording crashes or something terrible happens. Oh. Okay, so here we are now. We looted that beach up there to the west, right? On the eastern part of Argonia, of the Argonian continent. And yeah, we stepped onto Neos there in the middle. We looted some stuff there. We went to Mayala, or to the island to the west of Mayala Abbey. And now it is time to head to the southeast there, to the west of Red's Den on the map. There's a chain of mountains there and a piece of land sticking out there. So that's where we're gonna go next, and then we're gonna head on to the island there, directly south of us. And then from there we're gonna go to the west of Impechu, and there's gonna be 2 islands there to the far west which we need to loot. And once we have done that, it is then time that we start heading on to the city of Baccarat. It's all up there in the northwest of the western continent. So yeah, that's where we're gonna dock, and that's where we're gonna start up new adventures. So yeah, I'll come back in a bit and I will be refreshed, and this is gonna be a mega long episode. So yeah, see you guys in a sec. Okay, so we're back and I'm ready to continue on here with the episode, and I want to show you guys a few things I did here. First of all, yeah, I went ahead and rested up at the hilltop hut, and then I zoomed back here and activated the Padfoot skill, and I used the bottle of holy water, and I made it out to the boat without a single combat. So yeah, and I also went ahead and gave Toot here a piece of spicy cheese, so we don't have to use up his Lucky Cheese to show off how the cheese work in battle. So yeah, and let's see. I did something else. Oh yeah. I gave Angelo the Ring of Clarity here instead of the gold ring because yeah, just so that somebody has it on. Now then, before we begin, I'm gonna have to do some arrangements here. I'll just cut back when I've done what I need to do here. Alright, so here we go. Here's my new team, or my new monster team. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep Capers on here for a little bit longer. He actually does a lot of damage, which is nice. He has higher attack than the Potbelly, higher attack than the Axilla. Even though he isn't as tanky as those two boys, when you're just outside fighting regular monsters, it is nice to be able to depend on his high damage. So yeah, I'm gonna run around with these three for now. Don't worry though, we'll switch back Hazel in due time. In due time, viewers. So now we're gonna go ahead and sail to the east here. And yeah, the island we need to get to. Yeah, or the island, my bad. We're gonna sail down here now to the southeast. So yeah, right on down here. And by the way, we have some very beautiful waterfalls ahead of us right there. There is actually a town called Triangale, but we can't go there for a very long time. Yeah, you actually need a new, well, way of transportation. You know, yeah. If you have played RPGs in the past, typically you first get a boat and then you get a third type of transformation. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I won't say more. But yeah, there we have it. You see, there is a hang bridge there. And that's my Moon's Mercy, which is done now. I should check on it in a bit. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go down further south here. Once I get on land, I'll go ahead and check out the alchemy pot there. And I believe this here is it. Let's see. Yes, this here is totally it. There's gonna be 2 chests on this island here. And also 2 unique monsters that we need to grab. And one of the items should be here in the far east, inside of the forest, and the other item should be out on the west side. Okay, well, before we head on out, we're gonna go ahead and put another Moon's Mercy to work here. Yeah. There you go, very nice. And whoops, go ahead and chuck them in there, my boy. Alright, there we go, chucked in the moonward bulbs, and yeah, there we go, I already see the chest. And we also gotta keep our eyes peeled. Remember, there is that, well, there are 2 unique monsters here. And apparently there are hoodlums on this part of the world. I did not know that. The hoodlums are actually pretty dangerous. I believe they can act twice in a single turn, like the octopi out in the seas. However, they don't hit as hard as the octopi, obviously. Or the squids, rather. But yeah, they like to psych up, so that is dangerous. And yes, he psyched up, then he attacked, but still he doesn't hurt as bad as the tentacles enemies there. So yeah, they're pretty dangerous, but not as bad. And yeah, the bomb boulders, I believe that they use a... Oh wow, they're immune to the thin air. But yeah, I believe the bomb boulders can use the Kerplunk spell in order to take their own life and resurrect all other dead monsters on the field. Which, I don't really care about that. I'm gonna be honest, viewers, that is not a very threatening spell. But yeah, let me see here. Okay, so there he is. Yeah, I just peeked down onto my map here, and as I look back up, the unique monster is right in my face. There we go. Took them out. I'll probably just cut that out to save time. But yeah, this unique monster here, Spike, as he is called, he can actually be on a unique monster team if you find his friend. And apparently he's running from us. No, there he goes. He came back. But yeah, the muscly mohawker Spike here. I'm just gonna call my monster team on his ass and show off Talos here, how strong he is. But yeah, he will only appear here if you have cleared the monster arena rank F, which, you know, that's not a very tall order. You should have been able to do so by now. That's just the second rank, you know. And, oh, nice. But yeah, look at this damage. Really good. But, yeah. Spike here, he's decent on your Monster Arena team, all the way up to rank C, I would say. Like, as in, he can clear or be on your team up to rank C and even in it. But he's not that great in a rank C, if I'm gonna be honest. But he's got around 500 hit points, I wanna say. And he also can use the oh shit, he only has 382 health. Okay, well, that was worse than I thought. But he can use the multi-heal spell too, which is nice. But I don't really like this guy, so I'm just gonna turn him away. Once again, if you find his friend, and I don't remember his friend's name there, but he's got a unique monster friend, which if they are on the same team, you only need the two of them, then they can use a combine attack and really do some good damage. But you can't get this friend until much later in the game, and at that point you'll probably already be done with the arena anyways, you know, even the S rank. So yeah, too little too late. And Jessica, she keeps rolling poor stats with the seeds. Maybe I should stop giving her seeds. Give the boys some love. See if she straightens out. And here we have some new puppeteers again. Huh. Ooh, there we finally got to show off the Frizzle spell. And yeah, a love story. Yeah, like the puppeteer guys, they really never get all that dangerous. Like even these quote-unquote more deadly ones, you know. At least these guys I don't think tells you exciting stories in order to buff up the player. But yeah, see, 30 damage, I mean, that's alright, but yeah, it's not enough to be dangerous. Not at this point, that's way too little. So, oh my god, I still need to use the spicy cheese there. But yeah, I'll just cut back. And there we go, healed up with the herbs. Yeah, at this point in the game, I'm pretty much just about to stop using herbs because they're not gonna, well, be healing me very much. As you can see, you have to spend a lot of time to heal up with them. And I'm gonna cut this out. Okay, there you go. But yeah, with the medicinal herbs, they still are nice, even though you have to use a lot of them to heal up. Because if I didn't bring herbs out on this adventure, well, I would have to use so much of my mana healing. And yeah, I've already explained quite a few times already how much I hate doing that. Meow. And there we have another stray cat. And speaking of stray cats, oi, oi, oi! This is deadly. The Jabberwocky. If these guys builds that big strong mecha robot thingy, they can take you out very quickly. This is actually bad. This is actually really bad. I almost want to flee. These guys can probably deal up to around 200 damage if they crit me. Like if they form up. And the thing is, even if you kill one of them, the mom there, or you know, the Yab, she can use the Kasing spell and resurrect somebody, and then she can act twice a turn. So she can rest one and then call on everybody to form a big body. So yeah. And I don't think I can take two out in a single turn. I'm way too weak. At the same time, I would like to show this off, is the thing. So you know what? I want to show it off. Hopefully I don't die, because I have a lot of money, so that would really suck. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna psych up. And then, Yangus, you two are gonna psych up. Jessica, I'm gonna need you to cast the Accelerator spell. And Angelo, you use the Kabuff spell. I have a plan here. Yeah, see, they are very weak on their own. Like, they still are pretty hard to kill, but they don't deal a lot of damage. But yeah, see, this is what they do. So I just wanted to buff myself up here a little bit. And now I'm probably just gonna call on my monster team. Because, yeah, this guy here is not weak. He can take me out very easily. This big guy, unlike the first one we met, the Mumbo Jumbo, whatever the first one was called, this guy can take 2 actions per turn, and he's very likely to score desperate hits on you, which deals between 150 and 200 damage, I wanna say. So, yeah, I'm gonna call on the Whiplash Whippers. They are gonna need to soften this guy up. I don't think they can kill him, actually. I think he has around 500-600 health, if not more. But, yeah, there is no way I'm fighting this guy without some assistance. Not at this low level, and see, Dunking knows this is trouble. Gotta buff up my dude here. Okay, yeah, 150 damage. As I said, they are very strong, and remember this, or well, my monster team has higher defense than I have, so, yeah. And apparently it's in an argument with itself. Yeah, I'll just let the fight play out. I'm drinking some coffee here. What the heck? Well, okay, so it only had around 450 health. Okay. So, yeah, maybe I over-prepped a little bit. But you can see how they can be dangerous, right? But yeah, here, I was about to say, speaking of stray cats, here we have the Death Tabby. Oh my goodness, what the flipping fuck is happening? Should I just cut this out? This is just ridiculous, man. Okay, you know what? Go for the kill on him. Or her. Okay, come on. What the fuck? Yeah, see, these guys are way too tanky. Way! They go. Maybe this will shut them up. Okay, good. We kill the resurrection. Okay, so yeah. Okay, well, let's just keep this fight in then, just to showcase a good way of dealing with them. Just, yeah, hit the mum hard and cast spells. Just do whatever you gotta do. Take them out fast. And you know what? I'm tired of this. Tired of this crap. Show no mercy. And attack. And there you go. Nice job, Angelo. And I gotta say, ever since he got the silver, or the holy silver rapier, his damage is through the roof. He's got quite good single target damage. Dude, Tabby, come back. The Death Tabby here, I mean, he sucks. There's no doubt about it. He has around 100 health, I wanna say. But he is necessary for a unique monster arena team. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna show it off, to be honest. It could be kind of funny, I guess, but... Yeah, see, he sucks. Death Tabby. Should we show it off? I can hear somebody out there in the audience saying, yes, do it. But I would have to kick somebody. Who should I kick then? Hexzilla? I mean, sure. Okay, we can kick Hexzilla. He's easy to get back anyways later on. And yeah, we will get 3 more placeholders there for more arena monsters eventually. And yeah, that is... Yeah, that is glitchy. What the heck happened there? That has got to be something with the emulator. And I believe... hold on a minute. Where's the chest? Okay, yeah, I walked past the chest. It's further up to the north. And here we have some magic dumbbells. Okay, well, let's show off this fight then too. The magic dumbbells are... Well, I mean, they can be dangerous, but they die so easily. But if you don't kill them fast enough, they will basically... Well, they will play their bells. They will play their bell bodies, and basically, when they play their bodies, when they play their bell song, they will level up, a bunch of level ups, and become much stronger, so they were tougher to deal with. I don't know how many bells needs to be on the map at the same time, or on the field, for them to be able to do that. I'm guessing they need to be at least 4 in order to use that song, but yeah. Oh, nice! And here we go, yeah, indeed, I was right before, you do get an Iron Mask out on the field, so yeah, this is nice. I'm gonna give this to Yagus. You could give it to Tuir, but remember, he loses 15 agility if you do, so yeah, that is no bueno. And sadly, this is gonna be the best helmet for Yagus for a long time ahead. Yeah, like for at least 5 to 10 hours, I wanna say, he's gonna be wielding that helmet. Oh my goodness, should we just cut this out? Yeah, you know what, they are already dead. I shall just meet you back at the ship. Okay, let's see how this goes first. Yeah, I'm meeting you back at the ship. This is piss easy. See you guys at the ship. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, so I'm just gonna cut back here. This guy's got a sneak attack off on me on my way back to the boat, and then I realized, well, you know what, we haven't shown off these guys yet, and they hurt, as you can see, really badly, and I should probably have healed, but you know what, we're probably fine. Probably. As long as Angelo doesn't die, he can still resurrect people. But yeah, the Robber Robins here, they hit hard. They're pretty damn fast too, I gotta say. It seems like it anyways. They get to start before all my guys here. What the flippin' F, bro. Okay, well, maybe they aren't immune to the thin air. Okay, well that's nice. Sure makes my life a lot easier. But you know what, Yankees, you're about to die. We can't have that. Well, we should be done here anyways, real soon. They might die now. Nope, not the thin air, surely. Oh my god, please heal him. Dude? Dude? Oh, nay! Oh, well, Yangus is dead. Oh, bloody hell indeed. Oh, that was annoying. But at least we got to show off the self-explosion attack there. I actually didn't know that they could do that. And if I have seen it before, I sure as heck forgot that they could do it. Huh. Well, I'll see you back at the boat. Same as before. But I will resurrect Yangus. Ooh, nice. First try. Ah, okay, we're back on the boat. And I loaded up on coffee here. And yeah, we're entirely done here now on this little island. So next, we're gonna sail south there to that little island in between, well, in Pichu and the eastern continent, yeah. So, let's just head on there to the southwest. Really, it's impossible to miss. And unfortunately, it's daytime. As you might recall, we're gonna find a unique monster on this island here. We're gonna find a unique monster on here, which can only appear at nighttime. So, yeah, we're gonna need to sit around and wait for him. And actually, it's turning to night right now, so that suits me perfectly. And there is also gonna be a chest here. I believe I told you this before, but a chest containing around 1,000 gold. I think it was 950 or so. And yeah, you can also get milk from this cow, I believe. But yeah, that's about it. And you know what? We're cutting this out too. The puppet players has been defeated, bully. And Jagus increased level 23. Oh my goodness, 5 MP. Yeah, we probably don't need to give him more magic seeds. And 5 strength, dude. That is nice. But he's starting to get low on fisticuffs, on skill points now, which is a little bit sad. You know what? Give me your milk. I'm gonna milk this cow for everything she's got. And let's see. Well, I figure all we gotta do now is find the chest, and then I'm gonna have to wait until nighttime for the Nightwing Bat to appear. And here we have some new enemies, Venom Wasps. These guys, I have no clue what they can drop, like, seriously. You know what, let me look them up. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah. The Venom Wasps, which we just defeated, they have a 0.39% chance of dropping a Poison Needle, which just so happens to be an item that we need in order to progress with the Dodgy Dave side quest there. You know, mix a Poison Needle with a Gold Ring, and you will get the Immunity Ring, which is the next item he wants. But you can just buy Poison Needles in the town of Baccarat for like 1,300 gold, so that's how I'm gonna handle it. There's no way I'm sitting here grinding Venom Wasps. Wascally Venom Wasps. There's no way I'm doing that. Just way too annoying. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here until it's night, so... Oh, there is! What the heck? Oh, and we have some Skull Riders here, huh? The Skull Riders aren't too problematic. Yeah, I mean, they can sweep you off your feet, I believe, and they can also use like the Ice Slash or something like that. But yeah, they aren't. Once again, they aren't very problematic. They die reasonably easily. Huh. Nice. I love the death of Kiss, or Kiss of the death of Kiss of Death. Nice. Okay, well, dealt with them guys. And now it's time to take this guy out. And if we get the, or once we have the Night Stalker here, as he is called apparently, then we will get the third, or yeah, I mean the second team called Far From Heaven, which is a team that Hazel is on. So yeah, we're gonna have Salsa, the Night Stalker, and what's her face, Hazel, on the same team. And yeah, they will get an extra turn whenever we fight with them. You'll see what I mean here. And here we go, a Copper Monster coin, and he's looking at us with respect. And yeah, he isn't that great stat-wise. I know he can use the snooze spell. We really didn't get to see it now, but yeah, he can put enemies to sleep too, which is kind of nice, I guess. But now we're at, yeah, now we have some real problems here. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Potbelly, I think. Hazel, Capers, Stump, King Talus. Or maybe I should just get rid of Capers, but I wanna have him till late, or for later too, is the thing. You know what? I'm gonna have to get rid of the Potbelly. I'm sorry, bud. He's so good too. I really don't like putting away. Dude, I have the Fat Cat here. Oh, right. Oh, you know what? Get rid of the Fat Cat. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, now somebody's gonna get pissed at me. You know what? You know what? This all is pre-recorded far in advance, so even if you do complain at me, yeah, this here played out months in advance, so it's no use, guys. But yeah, I might come back for the Death Tabby, because I am kind of curious myself, if I'm gonna be honest with you. If Death Tabby there has a good, unique monster team. Alright, you guys, so I have good news. Good news and bad news. Let's start with the bad ones. I'm not gonna go back and get the Death Tabby. I know. Breaks my heart too, but I looked him up, and the team he's on is called Just Beastly, and the Just Beastly team is one of the worst teams in the entire game. All you get for having Death Tabby on your team with a series of 2 other monsters, you know, required for the Just Beastly team, is they get plus 15 strength passively, which sucks balls, to be quite frank. So yeah, I'm not gonna go back for him. If you pair him up with somebody like Cowboy, I know Cowboy from Alexandria there is also a part of the Just Beastly team, and yeah, basically any unit from the Beast family or monster from the Beast family can be put into that, you know, particular team. It's really easy to gather members for the Just Beastly bonus, but that's why it's one of the worst passive strengtheners too. And yeah, with the Thwack spell there, the Thwack spell is really nice, actually. Why, you ask? Well, now we can kill many octopi at the same time, which, yeah, is really quite nice. So, this is making me feel a lot safer now out at sea, because right now we're gonna have to sail west, which means we will face some of the most dangerous squids in the world. En route to that little island there in the far west, I'll point on it. Yeah, we have 2 islands in that region to visit, and the most dangerous squids exists out there, so yeah. But luckily, we just need to get there, and we have a mana potion, but yeah, we just need to get there quickly, and then we can return back home. But yeah, I'm gonna need to save mana on my hero, because he's probably gonna need to use it here to stave off the tentaculars with his, or with our monster team here. And this might be, yep, here is a tentacular, the strongest well, squid in the game. I'm just gonna see if Angelo does what I hope he does here. I really hope he uses the Wag spell. Please don't sing. Oh no, oh crap. I hope he doesn't kill somebody now. Maybe I'm overreacting here. Okay, well, at least the Kelpie. Yeah, at least the Kelpie now is dead. Ouch, but yeah, see, these guys, they freaking hurt. And if you face like 2 or 3 or more of these guys, well, then I strongly suggest that you do not fight them alone, or without your monster team anyway. Okay, good, good. But yeah, that's why the Thwack spell is nice. And yeah, I'm aware he used the Whack there, but the Thwack is when he targets many at once. And yeah, I'll just cut this out. There we go, full on HP. It really is quite annoying, I gotta say, to use medicinal herbs. But it's necessary so that we can preserve some mana. And hopefully we can go a long while here before any monsters come. I'm sure you can take a better route here if you want to sail in safe waters, but I'm not particularly sure which waters are the safest to go to get to this island. But you know what, I'm just gonna do it like this. I know this way works, even if it's a little bit dangerous. But yeah, I'm sure somebody in the comments can probably tell you, well, oh well, if you go over to Fairbury and you sail east around the globe and just pop up there, well then that's a much better way to go. Yeah, and it probably is. Well, I'm sure it is anyways. These waters I'm in right now is not recommended to go through, I wouldn't say. But, and why am I talking over this fight? Jesus, dude. We could be cutting here. And holy crap, look at Jessica now. Yeah, her low strength growth, and with her old ass whip now, she ain't dealing too much damage. We sure gotta upgrade her whip here. Pronto. And I'll do so as soon as I can, but it's gonna be a couple hours down the road, sad to say. But she's basically gonna get a whip which is twice as strong as the one she currently has. So yeah, look forward to that, I suppose. And okay, here we can disembark. It doesn't look like you can, or should be able to, but you can. And all we can do here is catch this guy, Cleos. I'm just going here to show that he exists. I typically never use this guy in the arena. He's very squishy, but he can... Yeah, well, he just demonstrated it. He can use the Accelerator spell in the arena, which can be nice, I suppose. And he also has a abnormally high chance to dodge physical attacks, which is also nice. But he has very low health, so he dies easily anyways. And I believe he can also use the multi-heal spell. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But even so, I wouldn't use him. I seriously wouldn't. I would much rather just use Spike then. Because Spike on that other island, whilst he doesn't cast the Accelerator spell, he at least has some health and defense on him. This guy just dies so easily. And you know, it's all fine and good if you want to dodge attacks. But you know, once spells start showing up, well then, yeah, Cleo there is just pathetic. And I'm sure he's part of some monster team though, but you know, some fish monster team, that could be kind of neat to show off. But yeah, I don't know one off the top of my head there. And yeah, the next island we're gonna visit is not marked on the map, but it's actually on, well, to the southwest from here. And by the way, you see that island all the way up there in the northeast. I typically don't go up there, but if we just go down here to the southwest, then we can just cross the world, or you know, sail around the world and appear down there. And yeah, that's what I mean, like, if you go to Fairbury and sail from the north there, you know, northeast, then you'll probably just show up down here on this side of the world, you know. So that's probably the best way to sail here. But yeah, there is a monster on that little island up there. So, yeah, I typically don't use him, but I believe he gives us a silver monster coin, so maybe I should just go and grab him real quick. It's not too much of an imposition on me. And there we go, the Men of Wars have been defeated. And wow, that's a lot of experience. A lot of experience. And this here is the island which is not marked on the map. So yeah, on this island you can get a unique monster. Yeah, shocking, I know. He's called the Lupus Wolfus, something like that. And he only appears here if you have defeated rank D in the arena. But I typically never use him. And he's actually part of the Just Beastly monster team that I just mentioned there. Ooh, Abyss Divers, dude, you typically don't see these guys. This is quite rare. Huh. But they're not as bad as the squids, so I'm not gonna freak out about them. But yeah, they're pretty tough units, or enemies. Pretty tanky anyways. But yeah, not as bad as the squids. Yeah. Okay, well, I thought that would deal. Well, yes, Jaeger has such high fire resistance by now, so he is, yeah, he ain't bothered by those types of spells. But yes, you can see they can deal some damage, but yeah, nothing to freak on out about. But it sure would be nice if one of them would die here soon, dude. And you know, and if he could stop using the swoosh spell, he's just wasting mana on a useless spell. Just use the flame slash, my man. 510 experience for that. Yeah, that was, well, experience well worth grabbing. Alright, so I healed up with medicinal herbs, and I also checked out the pot. Yeah, I just started sailing as I started talking again, and then the pot was done, so yeah. I'll be cutting out the whole alchemy sequence there, just because we have seen it so many times. I'm just making Moon's mercies, you guys. And I believe that chest over there is a mimic here on this island. And yeah, here on this island too, we have these slimes here. And if this happens, well, I'm sure you'll see here in a bit. Nope, yeah, he's gonna take them out. But if enough slimes come on screen, they will all jump together and become a, well, giant slime king. I forget their name now, weirdly. I should know their names on the top of my head. I know that the metal version is a metal king slime, but yeah, a slime king, something like that. A blue slime king. They are actually weaker than the green ones, which we already saw over there on the western continent in the beginning of this episode, or in the first half. But yeah, in here we get the platinum sword. And I was gonna give this to the hero. It has 40 attack. But yeah, the blade we just got for him, well, it is actually weaker than the platinum sword. I thought it would be the other way around. Oh, no, it's a, yeah, my bad, whoops. It's comparing with the boomerang. But yeah, this sword has 43 attack, and the platinum blade has 40 attack. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. It will give us 3,000 gold, I wanna say. So it's well worth coming down here for it. And so yeah, I was wrong. That was not a mimic. But speaking of mimics, here we have one. And speaking of liquid metal slimes, we have one of those here too. I really would like to get him. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and equip my agility ring. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use the metal slime. Oh, I forgot to take control of my party. But oh well. He got away anyways. He got away. Now, the canai boxes here, they have, I think they have a 12.5% chance of dropping iron nails. So if you for whatever reason want to farm iron nails, well, this is a good spot doing so if you just want to make reinforced boomerangs. Yeah, I forgot this isn't marked on the map. But yeah, then again, you can just farm, you know, gold golems in case you want to get money instead of making freaking reinforced boomerangs. Yeah, what am I thinking? And okay, here we have him, the Lupus Lupus. Oh my god, another liquid metal slimes. Please let me kill him. Plax. Let's see here. Plax, stay. Stay. Multifist. Actually, please just create him. And Twin Dragon. Oh, she doesn't have mana. Oh, gosh darn it. You know what? Just a blow kiss on him. What the heck? Why not? Oh, he stayed. Okay, we have a chance. Oh, come on, you guys. Ooh, 1 damage. That's solid. But we're probably gonna need him to stay one more turn. Nice. Nice. Okay, yeah. We can get him if he stays one more turn. Normally, what I would like to do with Jessica, whenever you see a liquid metal slime, is you should have agility rings on all of your characters, and on the first turn, instead of having Jessica hitting the liquid metal slime, have her cast Accelerato. That way you will increase your odds of beginning before the metal slime takes action on the second turn, you know. Yeah, if that makes sense. And please don't run, please. I'm begging you. I have a real shot at taking you out here. Ah, he ran. Mother. Okay. Remember, Nick, this is PG-13. Calm yourself. Remember your training. And the kiss of death. Yeah, I had to think there how to structure that sentence. And yeah, once again, there is also a canai box somewhere on this island. I think I'm just gonna skip him. I just wanna move on. And you know what, here, let's call our Whiplash Whippers on this mofo. I'm just pissed off right now. I really wanted that liquid metal slimes, but I didn't get him. The liquid metal slimes actually have a 0.39% chance of dropping elevating shoes there, which, yeah, if you're lucky enough to find one of those, well, yeah, that is a really nice find. Basically, you get around 10,000 experience per hour whilst you're just walking around in dungeons. So, yeah, it's a pretty nice piece of gear. Or, well, obviously. And not only that, I also believe it boosts your agility by 5 or 10, something like that. I'm actually gonna be crafting a pair of those later in the game. But yeah, we need to do some more of Dodgy Day's quest before we can do that. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself once again, so I'll show you how to do that later. And yeah, we're not gonna add this guy to our team. He's not bad. Like, if you're up to rank D, and you want to get into rank C, like, yeah, he can do some damage in there, but I wouldn't use him. I just came here to show him off. And let's see. Back to the boat, and next up we're gonna go and get that one last guy. I forget his name, but yeah, he's a really cool, unique monster, actually. Okay, so I beat those guys' ass, and we are on the boat, and I gotta look how, or well, I gotta check up on my guys here. Yeah, we're kinda hurt, and I'm running out of herbs. Herbs? Gotta buy some more herbs. Luckily, Yang is holding out on us here, so we're gonna take his herbs, and there you go. Okay, so which direction are we going in? Southwest, but surely, yeah, actually, this is tricky. I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out here. Let's just try and go here and see where we pop up. Dude! Oh my. Oh, and oh yeah. Whoops, I sat here and being all quiet. Yeah, I now realized the Abyss Divers here, I don't think we have faced these guys yet. These guys are actually stronger than the other, well, sea turtle thingies. These guys actually hurt me for around 60 damage when they hit me, I realized just now. So yeah, I'll cut back here since I started talking again. But as you can see, these guys actually hurt pretty much like the squids there. Or, well, I mean, they hurt for about the same damage, but yeah, they only attack so often. Or maybe we did see those before and they just used the fire breath. I don't know. I'm just confused here. And, you know what, here. Use our strong medicinal herbs. I couldn't care less about them right now. All I care about is my Moon's Mercy. And there you go. And where are we right now? Ah, we're still here. Laddie. Now surely somebody gets that reference. It's a Dragon Quest reference. Laddie. Okay, you know what? Where are we? What the heck? Dude, I sure hope we are about to cross onto the other side of the world. And here we have some more new enemies. But, yeah, all the Anchormen and the Poison Evils, I don't remember them being particularly dangerous at all. But they are really good experience, though. The Anchors typically are tanky, from what I recall, but I don't remember them hurting. And there we go, one of them is dead. That's nice. Ouch, you know what, that guy actually hurt. More than I thought he would. But yeah, nothing we can't handle here. Ouch, yeah, actually they hurt quite a bit even. And dude, they hit twice a turn, what the heck? I completely underestimated them, it seems. Oh well. You know what, we can take this, just hit them. These guys, yeah, they're about to be down here. Okay, come on. Take them out, Yankees. Ow. Stop it. Ow, quit it. And yeah, I really wish Angelo would stop using the whoosh, but like maybe I should give him the freaking scholar glasses, you know, just to power up his spell damage. But I gotta say, going on this long venture here has been really nice. This is typically what I do whenever I'm done, or whenever I get the boat, I mean, because, like, if you just hop onto the western continent and try and do everything there, it's just gonna be kind of annoying. So it's really nice to go around here, look for treasures, you know, build up some money and experience, and then you get to the western continent and start working on it. And yeah, we got some really nice skills there on the hero. He now both has a higher chance of scoring critical hits, and he also can now use the Holy Protection spell. which is basically the same as using a bottle of holy water there. So yeah, that's really nice. And yeah, I still haven't used my cheese. And are we there yet? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll meet you guys up in Fairbury, and we're gonna sail from there up to that island there in the northeast, because this is ridiculous. And by the way, since there is no port here in Fairbury, the boat, yeah, I'll just show it here. The boat is gonna be up there where Hexzilla is, which is kind of funny actually. Oh yeah, and let's do this too. You know what? I won't cut out just yet, because we have a man here to talk to, remember? Remember this guy? He surely has something new to say. You'll never guess what. There's this castle west of here. Dude, didn't we already... Well, no, we didn't read this, right? No, we didn't read this. It was attacked by thorns, they say. It was attacked by thorns, they say. Isn't that amazing? The king must have been a real nasty piece of shit for the goddess to do something like that to him. Huh? You used to live in that castle, and you were the only one to escape unscathed when the thorns overran the place. ... I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay, I just love that guy. As I said way back in episode 1, he keeps coming up with new ways to escape from you. But yeah, unfortunately I kind of ruined that conversation since I started to doubting if we had read it or not. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we hadn't. So yeah, stay here overnight, and I'm gonna cut outside and I'm gonna run up to the boat and we'll start sailing for the island in the northeast. And once I've done that, we're completely done here. Yeah, we're completely done on this venture, and we're gonna start up part 19, so yeah. Once again, this will be one hell of a long episode, but yeah, stop talking and get to cutting. Okay, I'll see you by the boat. Actually, before we go to the boat, let's talk to our team here, since we're back in Fairbury. Looks like there ain't been any more fuss here since the old collier came in and caused a stir. It's good to see them all living peacefully like. Yeah, indeed, Yangs. Alexandria and Fairbury are pretty close to each other. I came here a lot when I was a kid. I remember exploring the place with Alistair. Great memories. That's interesting. I suppose if you don't know what to do next, then going to see Calderage isn't a bad idea. Ah, I see. Maybe it's Valentina. That's the real attraction. Say no more. She's a bit on the young side, I suppose, but she's a really sweet girl. Not that I need to tell you, dude, yeah? Yeah, she's really cute and well-mannered. Yeah, so, I'll see you guys at the boat. Okay, I'm closing up on the boat here, and look at this. This looks ridiculous. And oh, what the heck, we have some more enemies here. Well, I should have got rid of them awfully fast. And yeah, I believe we have Hexzilla on our heels here too. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna fight you, man. I'm just gonna get on my boat. It would be kind of funny if they actually follow me on board here. Oh well, yeah, there we have the island, where we'll get the final unique monster. And I believe this guy too, the Seesaw Terror, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it just popped back in my head here. I believe he only two... Oh my goodness! 2 of them! You know what, I'm just gonna have faith that Angelo uses what he needs to use. And you know what, here, use the Dream Blade. We have it, so might as well use it. Yeah, waste your turns. But yeah, the Seesaw Terror, I believe he only appears if you have beaten the D rank. And he is pretty good. The only problem with him is that he likes to use the Wag spell. And the Wag spell pretty much doesn't work inside of the arena. So, yeah. That's a big problem, actually. So, if he tries to use that spell inside of the arena, he's basically just gonna waste his turn, essentially. But yeah, Jessica levels up. 1 strength. Oh my goodness. This blows. Come on, Jessica. You know what? I'm gonna pump up her whips. She's gonna get more passive damage at 68 points, I wanna say. 64, 68 points. I'm actually not gonna max out whips on her. I'm gonna stop at the plus 25 attack mark on her passively. Then I'm gonna keep going in the sex appeal tree. And yeah, here we go. Tell me this guy doesn't look badass. The Terror Talent. Yeah, he looks super cool. And I'm pretty sure he too is part of some team, but you know what? I'm not interested. I'm just gonna take him out. I just wanna show that he's here and show how badass he is, or looks anyway. And I believe the Seesaw Terror here can attack the entire enemy team. Like, he can use some kind of spiral attack and really just dig into his enemies. But he went down awfully fast. So, yeah, and only a copper coin, so that's kind of balls. But his stats are really good. Like, his physical defense is immaculate. It just sucks that his HP is so damn bad. If he was like at 400, 450 health by now, yeah, I would think about it, but yeah. And if he didn't have the whack spell too, yeah, like, that's my main issue with him. Just remove the whack spell and he's much better. Oh yeah, and before we turn off the episode, or maybe we should do this in the next episode so more people gets to see it. Let's see. There we go. We gotta show off this team here. Whiplash Whippers, also known as Far From Heaven. So whenever these three are on the same team, you get this particular team. There are more different monsters from the demon tree, or from the demon category, who can, you know, be a part of the Far From Heaven team. But this is the earliest team that you can get, which can include, you know, the Far From Heaven team bonuses, if you will. So yeah, I'm gonna try and show that off at the beginning of the next episode. Oh yeah, and the alchemy pot is done, so I'll just cut that out. And you know what, I'm gonna do one last thing, you know what, because it would be nice if you don't have to start the next episode by, I was gonna say driving the boat, what's it called? Sailing the boat, navigating the boat, yeah. So you know what, I'm just gonna run on out to the boat here, run on out, and you know what, here, let's use the Holy Protection spell just to showcase it a little bit. Yeah, so if you use this, now that he is at 28 points into the Courage Tree with the Padfoot and Yangus, now we shouldn't have a single damn fight all the way out to the boat here. And I'll probably just speed this up in the editor. Yeah, see how nice that is? Dude! Yeah. I just had to open my mouth. Oh, and of all things, we got one new enemy here. The Volpons here can actually use the boom spell, and they can also heal the entire enemy team, so they're quite annoying. I'm actually gonna try and use the Dream Blade on them. Hopefully it works well. I don't remember if it does, but we'll find out here. Oh my god, it works beautifully. But yeah, see, this here is how I like to play the game. Like, if I would control all my guys by myself, I would use the Dazzle spell and the Fuddle spells and the Snoo spells. That's one of my favorite things to do with Jessica, actually. Leveling up the sex appeal tree as soon as possible, because she gets the Snoo spell in that tree. And basically what that does, that spell, is it will sleep all enemies on the entire field. It won't just, you know, sleep a group of enemies. So it's extremely powerful. And yeah, I love using it. And yeah, the Follow spell too is really nice, but I think you gotta go 7 points into the Charisma tree on Angelo. And if he goes even deeper into the Charisma tree, he will even learn Cuffhuddle, which, much like the Kasnu spell, affects all enemies on the field. And, you know, they will get confused. So yeah, that's really nice too. But enough of that. Now we're gonna sail on north of here and up through that river there in between both continents. It's not really a river, I know, but yeah. I'm just gonna point. We're gonna go up to the what's called the Southview Church, or the Southview Chapel, all the way up there in the northwest. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna sail, and I'm probably gonna do so off screen. So yeah, I'll just cut back whenever I get there in the, well, interest of saving time here. And obviously I will show off if I level up, so yeah. I'm gonna start cutting out here now. Alright, so I'm gonna cut back here, because there's gonna be some unique enemies that only appears here in this quote-unquote river. I know it's not a river, but I don't know the proper name for it. But we're gonna sail up northwest through here. And that up there looks so cool. We have an entire city built on a bridge up there. And this is the enemy I was talking about. The sea dragons goes down really easily. However, yeah, they have an annoying attack called the Giga Flash, which will basically make you miss a lot. Yeah, see, it will, they will, or well, it will cast the illusion spell on you, or the dazzle spell. So yeah, really annoying dragons, but they don't have very much health, luckily. And these guys too can drop dragon scales if you're really lucky, so that's nice. But I believe it's a 3.13% chance, it might be 2.5% chance too. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend grinding these guys either for the dragon scales. But we're gonna need to go under this bridge here, quote-unquote bridge or underpass. And yeah, you have I believe you have a 100% chance of always fighting a, well, one of those pesky sea dragons under here. Basically, whenever you go under the bridge, you're gonna be forced to fight one. Because later on in the game, you're gonna need to face one of those guys for plot-related reasons. And yeah, that's really all I can say on that without spoiling too much, but we're gonna need to come back for these sea dragons later on. Come on, guys. There you go, thank you. I just want to move on. We're gonna have to fight again here in a bit, which is annoying enough as it is. And yeah, see, I just got slightly up. You know what? I'm just gonna call on my monster team. And I'm probably just gonna... Oh, I was gonna cut this out, but yeah, that's right. We have the Far From Heaven team here. I was gonna show this off, but yeah. I was gonna do so in the next episode, but yeah, I guess we're gonna show it off here too. So basically what's gonna happen here now is they're gonna have a chance to act twice. So yeah. Let's see if they... Oh, he deflects Tinkers, what the heck? And he dodges the foul breath. Okay, well this is a terrible start. And she tries to puff for him. Does that work? He isn't interested, okay. Well, that's his loss. Dude! Can you guys get serious here? Oh my god. This is terrible. I have a slight suspicion that this combo isn't as strong as the Mason combo with the 3 golems. They also have a +1 turn ability where they basically mutate into one big golem, but I don't know what these guys do. But yeah, they're not using their skill, that's for sure. You know what, I'm just gonna cut this out. This is just ridiculous. Okay, we're done, thank God. Ooh. And there we have it, the Sea View Church. That's where I'm gonna end off this episode. There's actually a very important item that I must loot right off the bat so I don't forget it. Yeah, right behind the church there's actually a chest containing a tough guy tattoo, which we're gonna need to craft the Holy Talisman, which I spoke back earlier on in this episode. And yeah, I'll probably fix the alchemy pot in between episodes there. I can't be bothered with it right now, because we're about to round off. And, ooh, we nicely parked our boat here. Parked our ass here, and yeah, now we're in a very dangerous region, or yeah, quote-unquote very dangerous, but quite a bit more dangerous than before. But yeah, this, in my opinion, is the best starting point in the western regions. Like, the enemies are definitely the easiest up here, and there are a lot of nice skill seeds to pick up here, stat seeds I mean. So yeah, it's well worth your time to come up here. And so yeah, before we end the episode, god damn it, why are there enemies by the church? For crying out loud. Oh, and we have great saber cats to top it all off. You know what, I'm gonna give the Whiplash Whippers one more chance here. Come on, you guys. Yeah, the great saber cats, yeah, they attack really quickly and they hit pretty hard too. Of course, not on your monster team because they have high defense, but... Okay, so let's see here now. Not bad, I guess. The main thing I really like about Hazel is how gosh darn tanky she is. And yeah, those rooster guys there, that wind sickle attack he used, they always deal around 40 to 50 damage, yeah. And you can't shield yourself from that ability, like, it's just quote-unquote true damage. You can't ward off their damage with the higher defense, if you will. And the Windsickle attack is actually an attack that Yangus can learn if he goes into the Scythe tree. It's actually quite nice. And you know what, I don't have very much faith in the Far From Heaven team here. Do they take extra actions? I'm actually not paying attention at all. I'm just... yeah, staring blindly at the screen. You know what? Okay, in the next episode... we're gonna gather some chests and fight some strong, unique monsters out here. I'll show you where all of them are. And actually, they are quite weak. They're not strong at all. But yeah, we're gonna find some nice chests in this area. And we're also gonna do a side quest, which will allow us to get a steed to ride around, which is gonna be hella tight, I gotta say. Hella freaking tight. And you know what? Actually, I'll do that in the next episode. So yeah, I'll just end this here. And in the next episode, we're gonna start from here, from the Seaview Church. And yeah, you can also rest up in here and save and all of that. And I believe that it doesn't cost you a single penny to rest in here. So that's really nice too. And yeah, oh my goodness, I can't end this episode. There are items in here to loot. Or should I just do that next time? Next time, we're gonna loot the Seaview Church, yeah. So yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna loot the whole Baccarat region here. We're gonna visit the town of Baccarat, and there should be some alchemy recipes that we need to go through as well. 2 of which are gonna help us advance in the Dodgy Dave quest. And then the 3rd item that we need for the Happy Hat, one of the best items in the game to get from Dodgy Dave, we'll probably get in the episode after the next one, so in around episode 20. Yeah, so we're gonna advance Dodgy Dave a lot here in the soon future, like his quest. So yeah, that's gonna be really nice. So we're gonna start working on that next time. Yeah, stop dragging this out and end this. See you later, guys.